Good evening, children. Himang, Chanakya, Joshika.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Himang. Okay, so yesterday I think Chanakya, you were not there.
Yes, ma'am, it was my parents' anniversary. I forgot to message.
Okay. So yesterday we have basically completed the human excretory system. I hope you have gone through the notes also, which I have shared in the group.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, then perfectly all right. And if in case you feel like any topic has to be done again, just inform me. Maybe separately, we can have that also.
Okay.
Okay, and now today we will be covering Joshika and Himank. You can also turn on the video. The last topic we will be covering today, which is about the plants. So till now we have discussed about the animals, like how do the animals will be transporting the blood or the oxygen, or how they will be removing the waste metal out of the body. But in the plants also some process is being happen so that they can actually, either transport, either they can remove the waste out of the body. Himank, in your school also they follow the old book, right?
Yes, ma'am. For us also old book.
For Trilokya also old book. Snehal, in your school, do they follow the old book or the new book?
Ma'am, we're not doing NCRT in my school.
Which book are they following then?
E-Science.
E-Science. Okay. That is basically from Cordova or from some other publication.
Ma'am, publication, I don't know, I'm not sure.
What are the chapter name? Can you tell me any one chapter name from that book?
Ma'am, nutrition in animals.
Okay. So it means they are not doing the NCRT, but they are following the other book with the old topics only, old chapters only.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am. Actually, I don't have internet and power cut.
Okay, fine. No problem, Roshika. So, okay, fine. That this year, anyhow, children, if new old book, that's okay. But next year, anyhow, they have to follow the new book only because they have mentioned very clearly. Good evening, Shransh. So CBSE already mentioned clearly since this year, in the midway, somewhere June, July, the books were changed. That is the reason many of our school are following the old books only. But from the next year, grade 8, you will have to follow the new books only. Okay. And now, if in case you feel like any of the chapter is not being done either from the old book, new book, or something else, do let me know. Be it the maths, be it the science, so that we can cover it up. And be ready for the extra classes also, because sometimes we might have the extra classes where, we can do the extra practice regarding the maths or maybe the science, whatever it is needed. And most probably tomorrow, one extra class will be there at 6 p.m. for the maths, not by the sir who is taking the class, by the other sir. So you can let me know the chapter, which chapter you wanted, to revise so that I can inform him and he can take the class for you. Other teacher is there. Fine, because the regular teacher, we cannot ask them, okay, because they have the other classes also. Yeah. That is the reason we have got the other teacher who will be taking the extra classes. So if you feel like, anytime, be it the science, be it the maths you required, any kind of the extra classes, do inform me. See, Tuesday and Friday we cannot keep it because Tuesday you have the BD and Friday you have the Vedic maths. So other days might be at 6 we can plan. Okay. So do let me know by today itself so that tomorrow I can plan accordingly and I can inform sir to take the class at 6 p.m. tomorrow, whatever chapter you wanted to revise. Okay, Charvi, Snehal, Himang, Kailokya, Shreyansh, and Joshika.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Okay, then done. Let us start now the last topic of the chapter, which is the transportation in the plants. So in our body, it was very complicated. We had the heart, we had the blood, different types are there, different components are there. But in the plants, it is very easy. They have only the tissue, which is called as a vas. Okay, before that, I should tell you what are the cells and tissues. Do you know what are the cells and what are tissues? What are cells? What are tissues? Do you have any idea about that? Yes. Everybody, yeah. What is Shansh? What are cells and what are tissues?
Ma'am, tissues are that join the like our body connected.
No. No. You are correct, but
Ma'am,
you're giving me the example basically. You are not telling me the appropriate answer, but that's good.
ma'am, is it like the tissues are made up of like they comprise a lot of cells?
Yes, it is actually. See, I'll tell you in a very simple example, I'll explain you what is actually the cell. Charvi, you can also turn on the video, Charvi. So what are cells? What are tissues? Like my name is Manisha, correct? My name is Manisha. Now, this complete name is made up of the different letters, correct? Now, if I talk about the maybe the very beginning letter, which is M. M is basically what? The atom, correct? What is atom? Atom is the smallest unit. Am I
Yes, ma'am.
correct?
Yes,
So I can say that M is in kind of the atom of my name. Same way in our body also, cell is there, which is smallest unit of our life or the basic unit of our life. Now, if I say that Shriyansh want to construct a home, he wanted to have a big home, he wanted to construct the home. In that case, what is the basic need he will have? What he should do first of all? What's the basic requirement he will have for constructing the home? What do you
None,
require?
none cement.
Before cement, what do you need?
Ma'am, ma'am, bricks.
Very good,
Oh,
Himanshu.
yeah.
Bricks, right?
Yeah.
So if the bricks are not there, what is the use of cement? There is no use, correct? So that is how the body is also there. In our body, there are the cells who are the basic. If cells are not there, the whole body will not be there. Like now in the grade 8 you will be understanding, like, mother is there. In the mother's body, the newborn new babies, like when they are pregnant, mothers or any other female, when they are pregnant, in that case what happened? How does the formation of the child happen? It happens because of the cell only. In their body, that one small cell will be formed, and that one cell will keep on dividing, and they form the multiple cells. And when they form the multiple cells, it means they will be forming the hands, legs, tongue, hair, eyes, nose, whatever is required will keep on forming. Fine, that is what the cell, that is why the cell is a basic unit of life. If cells are there, we are there. The whole body will be there. If cell is not there, the living organism cannot exist. In the plant also, cell is a basic unit which will be helping them to create their own body, be it the roots, be it the stem, be it the branch, be it the leaves, any other part also, everything is made up of these cells. And when these group of cells, when they join together, that is just a minute. So when the group of cells they join together, that is basically called as the tissues. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. So that is how it will be working. Now, see what happened. We have the blood who is taking everything. They do not have the blood, right? The plant do not have the blood. If you cut any plant, the blood does not come out, right? Does it come out? No. You will be seeing only the brown color substances or brown color thing you will be seeing there. Okay. They have the tissues with them. Those tissues are the group of cells basically which help them to transport the thing from one place to the other place. But they have two things, two types of the tissues they have. The first one is called as xylem, Xylem. The second one is called as phloem, xylem and phloem. Xylem, what do they do? Whatever water is needed, they will be taking from the soil. The root will be taking from the soil. They'll give it to the stem. The stem will be giving to the leaf. And then leaf, what do? They prepare the food. That is how the transportation happens in them. Whereas the second type, which is there, is the phloem. Now, in the leaves, they have made the food. That food has to reach the different part. It is not like completely we will be taking the food from the plant. Do you know that? Are they using their own food or they are not using their own food?
And the plants.
The plants, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Some of the food we are
Yes.
using, but at the
Some
same time,
they are
the
also using.
no, they are not using. What they are
They're
doing,
not.
they are storing it.
Oh,
Okay, they are storing it. They do not require the food basically. They just want, they are just creating it, they are just leaving it. They do not require it.
and
Okay, that is
they just need the nutrients.
Yes, they just need the gas basically, which is the carbon dioxide or the nutrients for the growth and development.
Okay.
But are they doing after creating the food? Either we are using, but after our usage also, some of the amount of the food will be left out. So that they will be passing it to the other parts of the plant for the storing purpose. That is how you might have heard the word starch. Have you heard the word starch? So basically, the starch is the energy reserve in them. Okay, like we have the money, we have the piggy bank. If our parents are giving the money, we are storing them in the piggy bank and all. Same way, whatever the extra kind of the food they are generating, they will be storing in a form which is called as a starch. That is why the starch is called as a storage energy reserve for the plants. In the animals also, in humans also, we also have a such same process and all. It is not like continuously we are using the things and all. We are also storing the extra amount of the food or the nutrients in our body, but in the different form of it. That form is called as glycogen. Glycogen. So both plants and animals, they store it, but in the different forms of it. The plants in the form of the starch, whereas the animals in the form of the glycogen. Clear? So that is how the storage will be happening, and that is how the things will be working. Now, coming again to the first part of it, xylem. Xylem will always transport the water and minerals, whereas the phloem will transport the food. That is how both the tissues are doing their own respective role. They are not, they are not doing the things together. They are doing by themselves. Because if they are doing both the roles together, then it might create the problem in them, right? Like if I say, with the help of the legs, you need to pick the things, and with the help of the hands, also you need to pick the things. Will you be able to do that? No.
No,
No.
ma'am,
That
it
is,
will be difficult.
it will be very, very difficult, and we will get confused what to do, how to do, and all. That is how the God has given us the structure wherein the hand will be used to hold the things and the legs were moving. Same way, the plants also, the xylem will be for the transportation of the water and minerals only, and phloem for the transportation of the food. So both will be doing their things by themselves. No interruption is there. Clear? So that is how the transportation will happen in the case of the plants. Now, how they do that? They do it from the with the help of the roots, basically. So roots have a small, small, tiny hair-like structure, which are called as a root hair. Do you know that their roots have a small, thin structure, hair-like structure? They are called as root hair. So with the help of those root hairs, they will be taking that water, they will be sucking them, they will be absorbing the water from the soil, and then they pass it towards the upward direction of it.
And
Okay?
when you
The,
pluck a plant out, you can see the hair-like structures on root.
I can't get it.
Ma'am,
Come
like
again.
when you pluck a plant, I have seen farmers do it, so I saw the roots actually have hair.
Yes, they will have many, 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 not one, not two. They will have
Yeah,
many root
many.
hairs in
Yes.
them. So those entire root hairs together, actually, they will be doing the same process, which is absorbing the water and absorbing the mineral. Okay? And this process is basically called as transpirational pull. A little complicated thing, children, I'm telling you, I know, but it is not there in your book, but I'll just, tell you about this. It's very interesting. See, if I say that I need to take the water out of the well, what I'll be doing? I'll be, taking the balti or the bucket, I'll be taking it, I'll be just putting it into the well, and then I'll be pulling it up.
Yes.
Correct? That is how I'll be getting the water. In the process of this also, in the process of the xylem, where they will be actually, absorbing, the root hair will be absorbing the water and the mineral. In their case also, what happened? They'll keep on taking, due to the force of it, they will be taking those kind of the minerals and those kind of the water above it. Okay? And when they absorb it, what happened? There will be the difference created. So roots, they are doing their role. The root hairs are doing their role, that they are absorbing the water and the mineral. But what happened? When I talk about the upper part of it, the upper part is not getting anything. Only the lower part is getting everything, right? Yes, correct, Charvi, yes. So, down part is getting everything, where they're getting the water also, where they're getting the mineral also, but the upper part is not getting anything. So, because of this difference, what happened? The upper part start getting it. They start pulling all those ions towards themselves. So that is how it is called as transpirational pull. It is like if we wanted to play some game, we have the 11 members. So 5 will be in one team, 5 will be the other team. One member will be left out. So we will be fighting for that person, right? No, in my team, no, in my team. So both the teams will be pulling. Same way, one side you have all the kind of the water or the ions and all, but the other side does not have it. So because of that reason, they start pulling them towards themselves. And that is how the water keeps on moving. The mineral keep on moving. Got it? Understood how it works?
Ma'am,
Clear?
can you explain how do they pull it?
Mhm.
How do they pull it? Like, can you explain that?
The xylem cell will help them to move
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Fine. So since one side we have the ions, ions means the positive and the negative charge basically. So in the water, you might be knowing water is H2O, correct?
Yes.
That H2O has actually the hydrogen and the oxygen. Same with the minerals also will have, certain amount of the ions plus and the minus and all. So because of that reason, they will start pulling them upward. Okay, so that is how the transpirational pull will work. The second thing, what happened when they keep on doing this process, when they keep on, pulling this ions and all towards themselves, it makes the plant cool. Okay, so it gives a cooling effect to the plants. Because of that reason only, you might have seen that, in the morning time, especially in the winter season and all, there will be the small droplets of the water over it. And in the summertime also, there will be small droplets. It is because of the transpirational pull. Because of this process of transpiration or transpirational pull, the plant will keep themselves cool for the longer duration. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, children?
No, ma'am.
And Charvi, about the essence of sap. Essence of sap is also this part of it, but uh, in a clear definition, essence of sap is basically the fluid. Altogether, the water and the mineral, that complete fluid together is called as the essence of sap. So movement of the essence of sap through the pull is called as a transpirational pull. Okay, Chavi?
Okay.
Any doubts, Nehal, Joshika?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, one more term is there, translocation. Have you heard this term, translocation? No, right? No. Okay. So translocation, now what happened? Photosynthesis you have learned entirely, right? The plants will be preparing, the leaves will be preparing the food and all. Basically, that leaves, once they prepare the food, they have to pass it. They have to transport it to the other parts of the plant. As I told you, because sometimes extra food will be generated. So they cannot keep it with themselves. Because if they will keep it with themselves, they will not be able to prepare more amount of food, right? So that is why they will be passing it to the other parts of the plant or the leaf and all, where the downward movement will be happening. Correct? So leaf, they are preparing the food, but they have to pass it to the other parts of the plant. So when they pass it, where do they pass it? They will pass it in the downward direction. So this process where the food moves in the downward direction from leaves to the other parts of the plant, that is called as the translocation. Very important definition this is actually. Again, I'll repeat all this thing. Xylem is basically the movement of the water and the mineral from down to up. That is from the root, from root here to the root, from root to the stem and to the leaf. Phloem is the movement of the food. Now, in the case of the phloem, where does it move? The down to up or up to down?
Belong.
Up to down. So can I say that the phloem basically helps in the translocation?
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am. It helps.
Understood now. Understood? Xylem does not have any kind of, the specific name for it, but the phloem has a specific name for it. That is the translocation where the food will be moved to the other parts of the plant. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, children, in any of these topics?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Then apart from this, then you have about the excretion in plants. How do the plants they excrete? So they do not have any kind of, the system. Like how do we have? We have some private parts and all. to remove the urine or to remove the excreta and all. They do not have such kind of the pads. So from their own body itself, they will be releasing the gases. So entire body, be it the leaf, also leaf, what do? They release the oxygen because oxygen is harmful for them. They do not require it. They release it. That is the kind of the waste for them. Sometimes you might have seen in some of the plants, they will have, sticky kind of substances. Some plants, they have a milk flowing out of their body. That is also what a kind of the waste for them. So depending upon the plant to plant, there will be the different kind of the waste material which will be excreted out of their body. Clear? Then extra water also they will be removing out of the body. That is also the excretory system in the plant. So this is how it will be working in the case of the excretion in the plants. Okay. Now, anything, children, you wanted to ask about this?
No, ma'am.
Does the previous ma'am taught you about the stethoscope? Stethoscope?
No.
No?
No.
I think the heart structure she has completed, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in that case, I'll tell you basically the stethoscope. I think you might be knowing, you might have seen many times the stethoscope, correct?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Who will be using the stethoscope?
The doctor.
The doctors will be using, definitely. So doctors will be using the stethoscope, and it has the three different parts in it. The part which basically they'll be keeping it in the ear, that is called as the earpiece. And that is a major part through which they will be able to hear the sound of the heart. Okay. The heart, what kind of the sound it is producing? What is the wavelength of it? Whether it is moving slow, the sound is slow, whether it is fast, whether it is pumping fast or slow it is pumping. So all those things will be done by the womb, by the center, that by that round thing like structure that is called as a chest piece. Oh no, that is called the earpiece. The second thing which they will be keeping it here and all, that is called as chest piece. So two parts will be there, two round like structure will be there. One side will have the two earpiece, the other side will have only one round structure that is called as the chest piece. So chest piece, they will be keeping it over the chest to identify the sound, and the sound will travel through the tube that is called as a middle piece. Okay, a tube like will be there, structure will be there, that is called as middle piece. And then through the earpiece, they will be able to hear the sound of it, that is called as a earpiece. So this stethoscope they will be using to amplify the sound of the heart. So how does this heart is generating the sound, and through that they will be able to identify the problem of that particular person and all. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So with this, the chapter transportation in plants and animals, we are done with it. Any doubt if you have, you can ask me. No doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. I like this class very much. The reason why, maybe you all keep on answering, maybe because of that reason you don't keep silent. That's the reason. Because other class, what happened? If I ask, understood? It will be like this. So what happened? It becomes little boring kind of thing, where the child does not answer. Not everybody, but yes, some kids will be like this. And here it is like ulta. Here you will all keep on, speaking, keep on answering. That is good actually. We always have to keep on, saying something or the other thing. Okay. After this, I'll be starting with the chapter which is the respiration and forest chapter. How many of you have in your portion? Forest. Okay, I know about you. Others? Shreyansh, you don't have the chapter forest?
No, ma'am.
Joshika, do you have the chapter forest?
No, ma'am.
Snehal, do you have that chapter forest?
Yes, ma'am.
Himank, do you have chapter forest?
No, ma'am.
Charvi, do you have the chapter forest?
Ma'am, I think we have it, but we didn't do it yet, ma'am.
Okay. In that case, Trilokya, Snehal, and Charvi, maybe a separate class I'll be taking for you to complete that chapter. Okay. Maybe on Monday, is it okay? Because tomorrow I'll be keeping the math extra class for you all. So tomorrow I won't be taking it. Monday, maybe at somewhere 5:45, we can have it.
Ma'am, ma'am, I have a test on Tuesday, so I might not be able to attend it.
Then Tuesday, you will have the PD class. Then Wednesday, I have the other class. Thursday, I have the other class. Sunday, are you available? But I will not be taking on Sunday. I'll ask the other teacher to take it.
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Trilokya, will you be available? Okay. Okay. Snehal will be there. Charvi, what about you on Sunday?
Ma'am, I'll be there, ma'am.
So Sunday, can I ask the other teacher to take somewhere at 10
Okay,
in the
ma'am.
morning?
10 at morning is not possible for me, ma'am.
But Himang, you don't have the chapter forest, right?
Oh, so only those who have the chapter
Those,
forest.
huh? Yes, yes.
Ah,
For
okay,
them,
ma'am.
only the separate class because otherwise there's no use. Because in the forest chapter, if something useful was there, I would have asked you to join that class. But nothing much important, you know. But they have these chapters coming in their exam. That is the reason we have to teach them. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
So Sunday 10 tomorrow
tomorrow who will be taking the class? Who will be taking?
science class.
Yes, you will take.
I'll take and I'll be taking the respiration only.
Okay.
And respiration again a very very interesting and important topic for your grade 10. The entire thing, whatever you have learned in transportation, reproduction, respiration, nutrition, all these four topics together will not leave you and will be as such in the grade 10 in the form of one chapter.
Oh.
Okay, in the form of one chapter, and that one chapter takes 3 months actually to complete. So you can imagine how long that chapter will be.
It's kind of makes sense. 4 chapters in one chapter will take obviously long.
Yes, because see, I can complete the same thing within 10 days, but that quality will not be there. That much
Understand, my
depth.
understanding will not there.
Because
Yes.
and you, if anything is coming, you should be able to answer. That is my thing actually. I feel like if anything is coming, you should be able to answer. Otherwise, it is like waste only to learn, understand, and all. Well, so never mind, will take months and all. Huh. Coming to respiration. Respiration, breathing, are they same or are they different?
Ma'am, breathing means just like taking in oxygen.
And giving out carbon dioxide.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
respiration is use of oxygen in our cells, and then they give out carbon dioxide as a waste product. That whole process is called respiration.
Half is correct, half is wrong. You have mixed both the things together. The transportation excretion you have mixed with the
Ma'am, look,
respiration.
so the cells use the oxygen, right, ma'am? Then after that, I forgot.
Guess Trilokya,
Mm,
any idea? Tell
Ma'am,
me
they
one.
break down glucose and they produce energy for the body to work.
Correct, okay. Charvi, no. Yes, Himang, correct. Trilokya, you wanted to try? What do you mean by respiration?
It's the chemical breakdown of glucose into energy. That's like the definition I learned in school.
Okay, fine. So chemical, actually it is not chemical, not completely chemical. It is biochemical. So why it is biochemical? Because bio basically means the organs and chemical means with the help of the chemical enzymes and all. So both the things are involved in the whole process of it. That is why it is called as biochemical. And when you use the word only chemical, it is actually wrong. Okay. So it is
Sorry, ma'am, biology and chemistry, both.
yes,
Okay.
it includes actually both the things together.
Okay.
Okay. See, in a simple way, if I have to speak about the respiration, it is a biochemical process where whatever we are eating, whether we like it, whether we do not like it, whatever our mother has prepared it, whatever we have taken into our body, it has to break down. That will break down with the help of the process called as what? whatever the food we have taken into our body, that will break down into our body with the help of the process called as
Respiration.
So,
chapter number 2.
acid-base.
Chapter number 2 is acid base, Raj.
No, ma'am. Acid-base. Oh, wait, acid-base. Sorry.
What is chapter number 1?
Nutrition in plants.
Chapter number 2?
Nutrition in animals.
So what is the name of the process by which the food breaks down into our body?
Digestion.
Which is basically part of the nutrition, right? So
Oh.
it's a biochemical process in which we will be taking the food and the food will get break help of the nutrition process. And then after this process of nutrition, what happens? The respiration starts working, right? It is not only that you have taken the food and that food will just get breakdown. Something has to be formed so that it can be used by our body, correct? So once the food has been broken down or broken down with the help of the process of digestion, or I can say the nutrition, then ultimately that food in the presence of oxygen, they'll break down and they creates the energy. Okay, that produces the energy. And that is how that energy now I'm using to explain you all these concepts. And you will be using that energy to play. Correct? So all these topics are correlated. Imagine if nutrition alone is there, can it be successful? Can you get the energy out of it? Though in the chapter 2, we have learned that only that nutrition is a process where, utilization of the food will be there to energy, to get the energy, growth, development and all. But in reality, the nutrition alone cannot work. It has to actually join the hands with the respiration. Because after breaking down of the food, then only what happened? They can combine with the oxygen and they can form the energy. They can produce the energy. And that energy will be now used by us. Clear? So breathing and respiration, definitely they are different. In the case of the respiration, that is the biochemical process wherein they will be using the organs or they will be using the certain kind of the chemicals or on the enzyme to do the process. Whereas the process of the breathing, it does not include any kind of the enzyme. It is only the organs are just pumping out the gases, the oxygen and the CO2, all those movements are there. Okay. Second thing is there, in the case of the respiration, the enzymes are needed. Now, what are enzymes? I'll tell you. See, it is like, okay, Trilokya, you are afraid of your mother or your father?
My mother.
I know that. Himang, mother or father?
Ma'am, mother.
Mother. Shriyansh? He's saying no one.
No, not no one, ma'am, but mostly father.
Father. Snehal?
My mother.
I'm like,
Mother. Charvi?
I'm like, they don't scold me, but yeah, if
Mother.
anyone-
All are scared of mother only. Such terrible mother. Like, huh? See how much you have the fear of the mother. Okay, fine. That's good actually. Like my kids are also scared of me only, not like the father. So it happens. So if I see them, though they are just 2.5 here, but still they are scared of me. If I just see with my eyes, they'll be moving away. So that kind of terribleness is there. Okay, the reason why I asked you this question is because, like, what happened? The person whom you are scared of, immediately if they say something to you, what do? You start doing that work, right? If your mother, they are saying, learn, immediately you'll go. Though you will not learn, but at least you'll go and open your books, correct? This is human nature, actually. All the kids are same. I also did the same thing when I was small.
and
So
if you don't have the book, you'll not.
we cannot actually, but
Okay.
sometimes we think some other thing also, that you go and do this thing, you go and buy this thing. So that fear is there, right? Immediately you do the reaction. You will be doing that stuff, whatever your mother they'll say. But it's the same thing. If your sister will say, or any other person will say, what you will say? Ah, let it be. Let it be. Let it go. Correct. So what happened? There's a difference between both the things. One is like, okay, let it be. And the second one is like making you do the things in a faster way.
Yes.
Correct? This is what the enzymes they will be doing. So when the enzymes are there in our body, whatever the reactions are there. So like if I have to tell you about the respiration, like they have to, produce the energy. So that reaction will increase because of the enzymes. Now, any idea where it will be there? Like how the enzymes are being produced?
And like which part of our body? Ma'am, like
Which part you can tell me or how they are being produced? You can just give me the wrong answer also, no problem. How are the enzymes produced in our body?
ma'am, in lungs?
Hmm?
Is it in lungs?
Not only in the lungs,
Yeah.
in the entire body, actually. See,
Ah,
enzymes are nothing but actually the molecules of protein. How are we getting the protein? Through the food, right? Shreyansh is eating something. So through the food, he's getting that enzymes to get more energy to eat the more food and to talk. Correct? Same way, whatever the pulses, the dals, the meat, or the chicken, whatever you are taking, all has the protein in it. And that protein, when it goes into our body, they get themselves converted into the enzymes. So we cannot say that only one certain part of our body has the enzyme. It is like, all the cells, mostly all the cells of our body have the enzymes and they work with it. And when they are there, automatically the reaction happens faster. So for the nutrition process also, for the digestion process, for the respiration process, for everything actually, for each and every processes, we should have the enzyme. I cannot create any enzyme, but what I can do, I can eat the healthy food. I can eat the protein rich food so that automatically it is being generated in my body. Got my point? You cannot do anything, but you have to eat the healthy food so that directly or indirectly you can provide the enzymes to your body. And if in case some of the people, you might have heard it like they will be getting the frequent fever, they will not be able to, they do not have the high immunity. During the COVID time, you might have heard this that they do not have the high immunity, low immunity is there. That is because of this enzyme only, because such enzymes are not present in the body in the high amount, and because of that reason, the infection comes sooner in their body. Clear?
okay.
That is how these enzymes plays a very, very important role for the functioning of our body to make the reaction faster. If reactions are happening faster in our body, we can do the things in a faster way. But if it takes time, then it creates problem. Clear?
And so they are present in all of our body.
Yes,
Oh,
in the cells part of it.
okay.
So in our every part of the cells, they have it.
Okay.
And that is how we have the mitochondria also. If you have heard this word mitochondria,
Ma'am, it is the powerhouse of the cell.
correct, powerhouse of the cell. So in the cell, there is a part, there is a structure called as a mitochondria. This mitochondria, what they do, they actually stores the energy. So whatever the energy through the respiration is being produced, they will be storing it. It is not like it is can go here and there. It will be getting stored in our cells, in the mitochondria. At the same time, whenever we need it, mitochondria give it to us. Clear?
Okay.
So, see, grade six, it was, very, very small things you have learned. Yes, Nehal, you wanted to say something?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, in the grade six, it was very, 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 very basic things you have learned, where only food, components of foods. I think that's the reason they have changed the entire book now. But grade seven is very, very, interesting grade wherein so much of interesting chapters are there related to the body itself. So nutrition we have started where the digestion we have discussed, but then now the respiration, which is also a part of the nutrition only, and the transportation, what we have discussed about the structure of the heart, is also a part of the body only. Right? So each and every part of it are interconnected. Nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion. That is how they keep on revolving around each other. And that is how in the grade 10, together you will be learning these four topics. Reproduction does not come under this part of it. It is because it's a entirely different process, which is, which is being happened in the plant's body or in the human body and all. So that is how it is not being considered as this part of it. Clear?
Ma'am, one doubt.
Huh?
It is not very related to the topic, but like, what is the average lifespan of our cells in our body?
Depend upon cell to cell. RBC, red blood cell, if I talk about, it is almost 120 days. If I talk about WBC, it is 12 days.
Oh,
So depending upon cell to cell, it varies.
okay.
Okay. Any other thing, children, you wanted to ask? So tomorrow we will be starting with this respiration. I'll be explaining in a more depth way, and also then we will be going to the types of respiration also. There are two different types of it, aerobic and anaerobic. And yesterday, children, I have sent you one worksheet. Have you completed that? Ma'am, which worksheet are you talking about? Is it so? Where it is? I can't find it. If not done, do it today. Okay? Fine? So, I say, don't change my mindset. I'm telling you, you all are good. It does not mean that, you should become bad. Shreyans is saying, okay, ma'am, perfectly, I'll do it. I don't know when I'll be doing it, but I'll be doing it.
No,
Okay,
today,
do it.
ma'am, today.
Correct. Okay, fine. Today, do it because, then only we can have the discussion over that worksheet. Because if it is important chapter, if it is not important chapter, I would have not asked you to do that. Okay, so do it. Okay, children, then tomorrow evening, 2 classes will be there. At 5, I will be taking. At 6, the maths will be taking. And just message me the chapter which you wanted to cover tomorrow, and then I'll come to a common conclusion of one chapter.
Ma'am, which sir is going to take?
The other sir,
Okay.
one more sir is there. I'll be asking him to take it.
Ma'am, so
Okay, children.
any chapter of maths we can say. What?
Yes, you can tell me any chapter. Everybody can message me, but I'll come to a common chapter, which is like,
Okay.
with a more number of it.
Okay.
Okay, children, then. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you.